the time thought I was scared of him, that I was afraid. So he said, Floyd don't want to fight me. I'm willing to meet him at 152 pounds or 152 and a half. And me,
you gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to be Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
Roy Jones Jr. against Andre Ward, Terence Crawford against Floyd Mayweather at 47.
Garcia said that today's fighters, including himself, Canelo, and Crawford, are trying to bring back the mindset of taking challenges even when it's risky. Garcia's comments sparked debate about how boxing has evolved. Floyd's era valued control, strategy, and financial success, while today's fighters focus on competition, legacy.
In a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me?
No questions?
Oh, why would you think that I would say Floyd?
I don't know. I thought you'd hesitate maybe even a bit, but no.
Nah, not at all. That's one of my favorite.
Record continues to speak for itself. Still, boxing analyst Max Kellerman offered a balanced take. He said Floyd's career resume is deeper and filled with big names, and his speed and defense were unmatched. However, Max noted that Floyd often timed fights carefully.
Greatest of all time. Now, I know it's hard because obviously you've been with Floyd and a lot of people saying Floyd is great, but does that at least put him in that conversation with your Floyd Mayweathers, your Manny Pacquiao's, your Sugar Ray Leonards, all the greats of the past, and obviously Canelo obviously as well because he'll be there. Does that put him there?
Yeah, for sure. Of course, nobody will ever like Floyd.
Also cautioned that maintaining that image is tough, recalling how Roy Jones Jr.'s later career losses affected his legacy. He warned that Crawford is at his peak now, but his story isn't finished yet. The debate continues across social media. Some fans accuse Floyd of avoiding Manny Pacquiao during his prime, while others insist Pacquiao refused early talks over.
Very contrast between your ability to play Mayweather Jr. and Pacquiao with Terence Crawford.
No, I think you have one way better than Mayweather.
Best fighter in the world and expressed interest in working with him through Mayweather Promotions. That shows genuine respect. But with Canelo publicly calling Crawford the better fighter and Crawford now declaring he wants to be remembered as great, Floyd Mayweather has finally responded to Terence Crawford's claim that he's the better fighter, turning talk of a possible matchup into something that feels closer than ever. Floyd admitted that defeating Canelo Alvarez is a major accomplishment, but reminded everyone that he retired.
Just one, please.
Guys, we gotta go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? It's just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can three. He's very smart guy. He's
in boxing today. But the tone has now changed. What once was mutual respect has started to sound like a growing rivalry, especially after Canelo, the only fighter to face both men, said in his post-fight press conference, "I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." That single comment...
Floyd at that time, Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we didn't know too much about. People don't understand how much.
Pointed out that Crawford gets hit more often but fights through it, while Floyd's greatness came from being nearly untouchable. That, he said, is the biggest difference. Now, the discussion centers on what defines true greatness. Crawford's willingness to take on bigger opponents or Mayweather's unmatched ability to avoid damage altogether. Fans are split between the two perspectives.
And Canelo had fought a lot of people,
but you at the top of your career in your prime. You in your prime. You ain't in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's why Canelo was saying what he's saying.
Don't
make himself look like he
choosing when to face certain opponents. Crawford, on the other hand, has shown a willingness to face anyone at any time, which gives him a different kind of respect from fans. Kellerman even compared Crawford's current reputation to that of the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson, someone fans believed could beat anyone, but he Ryan Garcia added fuel to the fire during an appearance on Ring Magazine's Inside the Ring show. He accused Floyd of changing boxing.
The wars.
100%. Crawford is a young gun trying to prove himself, in my opinion.
Garcia did give Floyd credit for being a business genius, but he argued that protecting an undefeated record became more important to Floyd than Taki. Set off a heated debate, and fans began taking sides quickly. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith shared his view right after the fight. He didn't completely agree with Canelo but understood the comparison. Stephen praised Floyd's defensive brilliance, noting that when Floyd moved up to welterweight, he dealt with hand issues that limited his knockout power. Still, he dominated opponents.
Better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really
testing disputes. These disagreements highlight how divided opinions on Floyd's legacy still are. Despite all this, Floyd hasn't dismissed Crawford's success. Even before the Canelo fight, he praised Crawford as the current undefeated with a 50-0 record. He said he's always been careful about ranking fighters and that even before this fight, he gave Crawford plenty of credit, often calling him one of the best pound-for-pound fighters. Garcia said that today's fighters, including himself,
about going for 51-0, beating Mayweather's record with 50-0. Is that something that you thought about?
I already said I wasn't never gonna beat Mayweather record. That's not something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
To be honest, I was gonna retire if I didn't get this Errol Spence fight.
It represents two very different generations of boxing philosophy. Floyd hasn't directly responded to Garcia's remarks, but his perfect record continues to speak for itself. Still, boxing analyst Max Kellerman offered a balanced take. He said Floyd's career resume is deeper and filled with big names, and his speed and defense were unmatched.
Yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to...
Gives him a different kind of respect from fans. Kellerman even compared Crawford's current reputation to that of the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson, someone fans believed could beat anyone. But he also cautioned that maintaining that image is tough, recalling how Roy Jones Jr.'s later career losses affected his legacy. He warned that Crawford is at his peak now, but his story...
Before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. He's a GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. Everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's expressed interest in working with him through Mayweather Promotions. That shows genuine respect. But with Canelo publicly calling Crawford the better fighter and Crawford now declaring he wants to be remembered as great, Canelo and Crawford are trying to bring back the mindset.
Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this four-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147.
Of taking challenges even when it's risky. Garcia's comments sparked debate about how boxing has evolved. Floyd's era valued control, strategy, and financial success, while today's fighters focus on competition, legacy, and risk. Many believe that's what makes a potential Crawford versus Mayweather fight so exciting.
And, they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd will be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie.
Isn't finished yet. The debate continues across social media. Some fans accuse Floyd of avoiding Manny Pacquiao during his prime, while others insist Pacquiao refused early talks over testing disputes. These disagreements highlight how divided opinions on Floyd's legacy still are. Despite all this,